AJ Chua and welcome to Adjusting Your Heart. We talk about mental health and relationships every Friday, so please do subscribe. For today's AJ Book Finds episode, I highly recommend that you buy and read Dr. Grace Shangkuan Ku's In the Triumph Song of Life. Dr. Ku earned her PhD at University of the Philippines and her postdoctorate studies at the Harvard University. She was a full professor of educational psychology at UP for 26 years, and she just retired last year. She was an adjunct faculty for various schools, including the Biblical Seminary of the Philippines, and I was fortunate enough to be her student. She is a sought-after speaker in academic, religious, and corporate institutions. She is a writer-contributor of Philippine Daily Inquirer. She is a prolific writer who has authored more than 15 books in English and in Mandarin. In this book, Dr. Ku shared how she was stricken with polio when she was 9 years old. At the time, polio vaccine was not yet popular. The thumb and third finger of her left hand turned twisted and never went back to being straight again. Growing up, she was bullied by young boys in school because of her twisted fingers. In spite of the awkward stares and certain inconveniences, she's thankful that she's alive and not in pain. She's grateful that the damage didn't spread to her right hand or to her legs. She's all the more thankful that she's married to someone who loved her unconditionally. And that's Mr. Caleb Kaksin Ku. He was also my professor at BSOP. They're blessed with 2 adult children. Their daughter, Crystal Gale, holds a PhD from the University of London, while their son, Christian Gregory, has 2 certificates from Vancouver Film School. Being blessed abundantly in so many ways, her complaints are lost in the abundance of grace. Her disability is part of her story and part of her song. She mentioned how Joni Eareckson Tada rose above her challenging circumstances. I shared Joni's story in our previous video entitled 3 Powerful Mindsets of a High-Value Woman. Do check it out. In this book, Dr. Ku interviewed 5 women who have overcome physical disability, poverty, sensory disability, losing a loved one by suicide, and a failed marriage. She imparted how we can make sense of our suffering and thrive amid hardships. Out of the 5 women, I'd like to feature Dr. Amanda Shao Tan. She is someone I truly admire. She was born with spina bifida and underwent operation at 5 weeks old. At the age of 2.5, she asked her mom, "Why did Jesus make me this way?" Her mom, Emeritus Elder Xiao Hui Cheng, did not know what to say. She just gently assured her daughter that she would have to wait till she goes to heaven to know the answer. I had the pleasure of being her mom's student in our Amway class at BSOP. Though she walked with a limp, she refused any special treatment. She helped in household chores, joined PE. She was fiercely independent and determined to move about on her own, even commuting on public jeepneys and buses. Her paralysis worsened through the years, even after a corrective surgery of her scoliosis. She eventually had to use forearm crutches. That didn't deter her from joining a fun run. Moreover, she learned how to swim in her 40s. She graduated magna cum laude with a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology, summa cum laude for her Masters of Divinity, and cum laude for her Master of Theology at the Asian Theological Seminary. She took her PhD in Hermeneutics and Biblical Interpretation at Westminster Theological Seminary in Philadelphia, USA. She then taught hermeneutics, New Testament, and Greek at ATS for 30 years. Though she was a strict or terror professor, her students loved her. She served twice as ATS Academic Dean. She learned that leadership is loving people first and then getting things done. She has spoken at various seminars and workshops. She enjoys the company of family and friends. At her home church, United Evangelical Church of the Philippines, she mentors younger women. Dr. Tan admitted that she had been discouraged by the vulnerability of her disability. She shared how she grieved, cried, and processed her feelings with the help of a spiritual director. After God healed her spirit, she became a wounded healer and a blessing to many. I'd like to encourage all of you to buy and read Dr. Grace Shangkuan Cruz in the Triumph Song of Life. For this video, I only have time to share the testimonies of the author and that of Dr. Amanda Shao Tan. Read for yourself how the other 4 courageous women overcame poverty, sensory disability, losing a loved one by suicide, and a failed marriage. Romans chapter 12 verse 12 says, "Be joyful in hope, patient in affliction, and faithful in prayer." If you're blessed by this video, please like, subscribe, and click on the notification button below and do share this video with others. You may follow Adjusting Your Heart in Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Signal GCTV 185. Take care, everyone.